Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Resident African checking in. Dirty Boys, Dirty Daily Convos. Today we got another convo, and as you can see, we got the beautiful Queen Naija.
How you doing, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah. So Queen is in Atlanta today, promoting her new single, "Away From You."
Yes. They is so loud out there.
They loud out there, but we can hear each other.
Okay.
Because we got lapels.
Oh, okay.
We got mics.
All right.
So we gonna be alright.
All right, we're gonna be all right.
You know what I'm saying? Fresh off the BET weekend, how was it? How was the experience out there?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I got to perform BET Experience this year, last year. I was watching SZA
right?
perform. I got to meet some people, some legends.
Right.
I got to walk the red carpet looking better than I did last year.
I seen you in that white dress. You're looking like a...
it was a new dress, but you know, nice little pearls and flowers on there.
And I was Googling, and I saw somebody say that they had never seen something like that on the carpet before
really?
at the BET Award. So you were, of course, you were one of one.
Oh, well, you know, I am one of one.
So being that you got this new single, Away From You, let's talk about it. How did this record come about? Let me let you know first that I listened to the record, and it's definitely different from Karma and Medicine.
Oh yeah. First of all,
talk about it.
I don't want to be put in a box. All right. Second of all, it's more upbeat. It's more early 2000s vibe. It's more of like a A. Marie kind of vibe. And instead of singing about dirty dogs, dirty hound dogs, I decided to talk about something that everyone can relate to, which is being in a relationship.
Right. And
sometimes you get irritated with your partner, or like it's just, you know, stuff that y'all just, I don't know, you know, the little petty stuff, but you still just can't walk away from it because you love them so much.
Right. I mean, and speaking of love, you and Clarence have been together for how long?
So, like I said, we never announced anything like, hey, we go out now, but I'm gonna say maybe a little over a year and some change.
Okay. And I mean, I was recently doing a study or reading a study that said that 33% of marriages that where a woman makes more money, they end up in shambles. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Some men, I mean, maybe it does happen because some men are not as confident and they feel like their ego is, you know, taken down a bit. But for guys who are confident in their role and their selves and like they do their own thing, I don't think that could happen.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, now that you have your second bundle of joy, your new son, and you are raising your family, you are doing new things to your body, you know, you're getting a lot of feedback, and you're known for getting, you know that you have to get a lot of this feedback anyway, because you YouTube, you read your comments too, so like reading your comments hasn't been nothing new. Like a lot of Instagrammers, they read their comments, YouTubers read their comments, but you've been doing a lot of new things to your body. How do you want your fans, supporters, and even new supporters to understand what you have going on? Like, how do you explain it to them?
I guess, I mean, I've explained it multiple times on YouTube. That's how I explain it.
Right.
I tell them, hey, this is wrong. This is what's wrong with me. I want to change it, and that's that. But I don't really like, I just do what I do and keep going. But I haven't done like multiple things to my body.
I mean, you had a baby.
No. I mean, well, yeah, but I thought you talking about the surgery aspect.
No, definitely not that.
Yeah,
just
no,
that.
definitely, because my baby,
you got multiple C-sections.
My baby is only 4 months old, and I had 2 major surgeries within that time. So yes, my hormones are everywhere, and my body is trying to get back to its natural self. So I guess I don't know. I guess I vent on Twitter and stuff, and just talk on YouTube. That's how I tell them.
Okay. Well, I mean, you also recently mentioned that you wanted to do a song with Cardi B. If you could do a song with Cardi B,
I probably can.
I'm sure at this point I mean, it's kind of long overdue now. Yeah. But if you could do a Cardi B song, if you could do a song with Cardi B, how would you set up the mood? How would you set up the studio session? If you were the one in charge of everything, how would Queen Naija set up the studio session for Cardi B and Queen Naija to get in the studio? Like, what's the vibe?
The vibes? I guess the way I work in the studio is I love melodies.
Okay.
So anybody that's around me that can play an acoustic guitar or a keyboard, I'll hum something in my head and I'll say, play this. They'll play it. We'll put it together, put a beat to it. I'll put some lyrics to it. And I'll try to make like maybe a woman's empowerment kind of song or something that all women can feel. And I'll have her pull up and tell her, hey, what you think about this? And like try to write something to it. And if you can't get it done today, then we can always just keep working on it, I guess.
Right. No, I mean, I think that would be dope. And I feel like even if you already had the music playing, once she got there, you know, she's already walking in and the music started, she'd be vibing to it. She already had a couple
that'd
verses.
be like the ideal one, but also knowing like how busy her schedule is too.
Yeah.
Sometimes artists just make their part to the song, email it, and then they'll figure out what to put to it. So
but I think if y'all both had, you know, both of y'all's vibes in the studio, I think that is the real artistry. You know, bring the babies to the studio session even. If you know what I'm saying, you might throw a cool or you know what I'm saying, your son, he might say some few things on the record, and that makes like original songs a real original song.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this new song, Away From You. What inspired it? Because like like you said, it's upbeat. It has a very, very up-tempo vibe. Sounds like, you know, something that they playing at the wedding reception.
Wedding reception?
Yeah.
Really?
It could be a wedding reception record. Like just off listening to it a couple of times, I definitely hear wedding reception. Maybe even skate jams. You know, maybe in the skate-alongs and in the skating rinks, they can play it. You know, it's one of those boot-up songs where you gotta, you know, hold hands and look in each other's eyes and be like, I hate you, but I love you. It's one of those.
Yeah.
So who's the inspiration behind this song? That's
You
really
trying to give my business.
Come on, you gotta
We're
give
not gonna do that.
Sunten, sis.
No,
Come
we
on.
good. I mean, it's general.
Okay. Not the babies, not Clarence, neither.
No, I mean, me and Clarence, like every relationship got little, you know what I'm saying, they little
ups and downs.
Yeah, like not nothing serious, but it's a cute song.
It is.
Definitely. And so it's like every person can relate.
And I think this is a vibe that we want to hear from you. Actually, we want to see Queen Naija happy. I want to see Queen Naija happy for those who don't know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Because, you know, when I first heard Medicine, it's like, I wanted to find the motherfucker who hurt you.
Yeah.
I wanted to find him. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're in a good space now. Nominated for Best New Artist on the Billboard charts.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, my craft is being recognized.
That's real. That's real. And how does it feel to be able to be as big as you are now with all the accolades that you've grown, even with your 1-year anniversary on the horizon coming up in July?
It makes me feel like I'm gonna be really good at this, like very soon. And I mean, I am good at this, but like I can only go higher, you know.
Right.
There's no telling what's gonna happen in the future, but if I'm being recognized now by the greats, and like I'm getting nominated, and it's only my first year, then I'm definitely winning something next year.
It's real.
So.
That's real, and you claiming it, and that's beautiful. You recently at the BET Awards got to meet Mary J. Blige. You know, when you mentioned the greats.
She smelled good.
She smelled good, right?
She smelled sweet.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
How did that conversation go? Like, what kind of inspiring words did she give you?
Just, you know, don't listen to people and keep going. I don't know what she was talking about. Maybe she's talking about other people putting me down, or I mean, all I know is that she told me to keep going and don't stop. So. And she looked at me and she had this sincere look on her face, and I was like, I got you, Mary.
That's real.
So, yeah.
So you recently tweeted something, right? Because of course you've been dealing with a lot of work in work fashion. You know, this was recent, like really recent, probably like 5 days ago. And it got like 10,000 likes. See if you remember it. Being busy doesn't equal switching up. So I need you to help me.
Oh, I think I took that last night.
Was it last night?
Yeah.
So define being busy for Queen Naija and define switching up.
I guess being busy is like when you're working and you got so much on your hands and you're trying to get yourself together and take care of what you need to take care of, and you can't, like, you don't have time to sit and have those long conversations on the phone or sit and chop it up. And I guess switching up is What is switching up? I don't know because I never done it. I would say switching up is maybe like switching up is abrupt. So like I don't know, and fronting in front of other people. So like if you know you've been cool like with somebody, and then somebody else come around and then you act different, or like you pretend you never knew that person, that could be switching up. Right. But just because you're busy and like you don't talk to the person for like a month or so, it does not mean like you're switching up. And I feel like a lot of people that I used to know back in high school and stuff like that, their favorite thing to say is, "Oh, see, Queen, she done got famous and she forgot." She let the fame get to her head. Like, that is so annoying because first of all, we was never really friends like that. Second of all, it's like people feel entitled because you knew who I was and we had a class together. Like, I don't even, like, you know doggone well if I wasn't nobody right now and I was working a 9 to 5 just like you would not be looking for me. Right. So I just feel like people, they just want to talk and, you know, want to make themselves feel better.
So when you met Clarence, right? Mm-hmm. He made the move. No, you made the move on him, right?
I'm not gonna say make the move. I mean,
you approached him first.
Yeah, I approached him, but I didn't make a move like, hey, what you doing?
But I mean, using that approach on him, is this the same approach that you use in your everyday life? Like you just like a real outspoken go-getter, like. Is that how you approach life on an everyday basis?
I'm outspoken to a certain extent.
Okay.
Like a lot of things that I don't like confrontation. So if something's wrong or somebody tried to push my buttons, it really don't affect me. I never get affected. But as far as like being like goofy and like saying what's on my mind, say if it's something crazy, like I'll say it. I'm outspoken in that way. But I can agree that like I could be more assertive in what I mean about serious situations. I can be more outspoken about that.
So now that you, of course, are following your dreams and you're a mom on top of that, right? Mm-hmm. You're a mom that's following her dreams and you're singing, you're putting yourself out there. Your YouTube, of course, is consistently popping. How do you do what you do with the music? And then also, I know you're tired.
No, I'm just young.
This is gonna be your last interview of the day.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
So don't worry, we're gonna get through it.
You can edit out the yawn, or if not.
No, I'm keeping the yawn. So, go ahead. But no, being that you're a mom, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, a lot of moms aspire to do great things. Yeah. What's your advice? What's your advice to these moms that, you know, may not even be that they want to be a singer. They could have wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer. But what is your advice to moms that have kids that want to pursue their dreams? Like, what do you tell them?
It's gonna be harder than if you were, you know, if you don't have kids, but you can do it. Like, and I feel like a lot of women can vouch for it. Like me, like Cardi, like women that's been like that have kids and still able to be in the music industry or any industry at all, any career, you can do both. You don't have to be a stay-at-home mom. Right. And do it for your kids. You got somebody looking up to you, whether you got a daughter, you want her to know what a strong woman is, whether you got a son, you want him to know what a strong woman is so you can look for one, you know, when you get older. So I don't feel like you should bring kids into this world and not show them, you know, a good example. Because not only did you bring your own kids, but you brought another person. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I mean,
like, I don't think that you should just look at your kids as your kids. Like, that's gonna be another man or another woman in this world. Right. And you just want them to, you know what I'm saying? You gotta lead them.
And your influence on them is gonna make a difference. Yeah. So, speaking of the kids, like, when you talk about mixed families and co-parenting, like, when they're of age, how do you explain, like, because I mean, at the age that they're at now, of course, they don't understand. But when they're of age, how do you, even being that you're still even a young mother yourself, how do you explain it to them how co-parenting is working, how mixed families are supposed to work? Because they could possibly go into that type of situation themselves.
I mean, it already happens. Like, my son CJ, he only 4. He asks me certain things, and I tell him, I just make sure I tell him, until he get old enough to understand, mommy love you and daddy love you. We both love you. And that's all that matters, you know what I'm saying? As long as he got 2 loving parents and he don't see, you know, riffraff and fight and stuff, then he should be good. And I feel like as long as a child is loved and having a good life on both ends, he'll be fine, as long as he's supported. But maybe he needs to understand the whole, like, he has to understand why we're not together. Right. And I don't want him to, like, look at us and then grow up and not believe in love. I just want him to know that things happen, and sometimes people don't work out, but it don't mean you have to be enemies.
Right. I love that. And October 17th
is my birthday.
Hey, the day that she owns, and you can't take it away. You can have Christmas, you can have Thanksgiving, you can have Valentine's Day, but October 17th is her birthday.
Yeah.
What you plan on doing for your birthday?
I don't know. My life is unpredictable. I really don't know.
You gotta know what you want to do for your, like, you can X out the managers, the boyfriends, the babies. If they tell you that this is your day, you get to do what you want to do. What are you gonna do?
What? We gotta go? What'd you say? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just honestly, I'm Xing out my manager. Sorry about this. I'm Xing out my manager and my kids because she will be taking them. Thank you, girl. I don't know whether I want I don't know what I want to do, but I do know maybe I want half the day or the day before with my kids.
Okay.
And then a day to look. Right. I'm trying to do an interview.
Chill.
All right, but I definitely want to travel for my birthday.
Okay. Where's the place you want to go?
I want to go somewhere with blue, clear water, and like I want to have a campfire and roast s'mores.
That's unique.
And my manager will be watching my kids. Thank you.
She'll probably be in the bungalow somewhere close by.
No, not close by at all.
Okay then.
Away from you.
Okay then. Oh man, Naija, it's always a pleasure, Queen. I
Queen
appreciate
Naija.
you. Naija.
No, Naija Queen.
Naija
it's okay.
Queen.
You can call me both as long as they're in the same sentence.
Do you want a girl?
Don't want a girl?
Yeah. You got
yes, I do want a girl, but I don't think that the Lord will bless me with a girl. So
Is there a lot of boys in your family?
I got a sister and a brother.
Okay, so yeah.
But I only got one. There's really not a lot of boys in my family, and like, I don't know. No, I'm always surrounded by boys all the time. I've always been surrounded by boys, like whether it's my brothers Armand and Trey, and like everyone. So I don't know. I want a girl, but I just don't feel like the Lord's gonna bless me. So therefore, I don't.
Well, until then, you're gonna keep making this great music, right?
Definitely, and even if so, I'm still make great music.
Of course, yeah, because the music is definitely it's starting to flourish more. And when I first heard, like I told you before, I was ready to go beat somebody up. But when I first heard Medicine, I was like, this girl can really. She's not just no YouTuber. She can really sing.
Thank you.
You know.
I'm glad you recognize that.
Yeah.
Some people don't take us serious.
And there's a lot of them out there that's that's like you said, Armand and Trey. Those guys are talented.
So talented.
Yeah. So, album possibly dropping on her birthday,
fall.
maybe.
You know what? That's good. I hope somewhere around there.
That would be nice.
Yeah, but I cannot force greatness or rush greatness. So we gotta figure it out.
So when the album drop, do we have a title yet? No.
No.
Well, we're waiting on that too. When the album drops, make sure you go get it. Queen Naija. Also, make sure you go get her new single, Away From You. Huh? Who's it produced by?
Oh my God, you just gave me brain. Who's it produced? Oh, Lil Ronnie.
Lil Ronnie.
Haha, Lil Ronnie's dope.
Yeah, Lil Ronnie. Shout out to Lil Ronnie. Away From You out now. This is my girl, Queen Naija. This is the Durtty Daily Convo, Resident African. Checking out. How can they follow you?
Queen Naija, QueenNaija. Yeah.